What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Brandon and welcome to my channel, Theme Park Recommendations. I'm really glad you're here. And Magic Mountain is a very interesting park that, in my opinion, has one of the most intriguing features out of any park here in America due to the location and all the different rides and coasters that the park currently offers, and it's Six Flags Magic Mountain. This park, in my opinion, has really needed something like the Six Flags merger to really develop itself into the park that we all know it could be and it should be. So I am very, very thrilled about the future of this park, and to show you guys a very unique coaster concept near the end of the video that features a world's first element that you're not going to want to miss. Now, my first bold prediction for Six Flags Magic Mountain is a rather sad one, and I hate to be that person, but I predict that their Project 2025 coaster that is going to be on the side of the mountain where the old theater used to be is no longer going to be a 2025 project. I think it's going to be a 2026. I think since the merger, they have now shifted their plans and they are delaying the project until next year. I wish that wasn't the case, but I just feel like that we have not seen any new teasers from the park regarding this coaster. And we did see a couple months back, and now it's like nothing. And usually major parks announce rides in July, August, sometimes in September, but again, there's been no teasing, so it's very unusual. But the good news is, whatever the coaster is, it's still going to be coming to the park. We just have to wait another year or so to ride it, which does pair up very well with Universal Studios Hollywood's brand new, awesome looking, intimate, multi-launch Fast and Furious coaster that is also going to be opening up late 2025 or early 2026. So I do see the strategy there, and I think it's very smart in the big picture for this coaster project to be delayed. And as sad as it does make me, because I really think this project is going to be pretty large, and I predict that we're looking at a very unique coaster coming from Vekoma, and I think it's going to be rather large. So hopefully we'll learn more about this ride soon. I hope I'm wrong, but again, bold prediction number one, I think the project is delayed until 2026. The next one is, this is good, Six Flags Magic Mountain will be a top 3 park in the chain. Now, most of you probably think it already is, but I'm talking about the guest service aspect of it and the guest satisfaction. We're talking infrastructure upgrades, repaints on the rides, maybe get rid of some parking lots underneath certain coasters, just making the park feel and look more like a typical legacy Cedar Fair park. And that is not a bad thing at all. I also think operations will drastically improve over the next year or so, and it would not surprise me to go along with this that we will see new additions to Hurricane Harbor, new water slide complexes, because this park really hasn't seen a brand new slide complex in quite some time. So hopefully down the road we'll see a new water coaster being added to the park. I think that'd be a great fit and a very marketable attraction for Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Now, my next bold prediction ties in with that last one. And Six Flags Magic Mountain, as of late, has been known for basically you go there and 3 out of the 19 or 20 coasters is closed. And that's just unfortunate. And I do understand, since Magic Mountain does operate year-round, that certain time periods throughout the year, you're going to find a few coasters being closed for annual maintenance. That's normal. But we're talking on any given day, 3 or 4 rides are being closed. That is not okay. That is not normal. And I think that, again, with the new Cedar Fair Six Flags company merged together, we're going to see an end to that, which is fantastic news. And the only rides that are going to be down will be for basically extended periods of maintenance, or unforeseeable circumstances, of course. But I've never liked this move that Magic Mountain does, and it just really frustrates me. So I'm really glad that I feel like Six Flags Cedar Fair is really going to improve the park in that aspect. Now, if you love roller coasters and you're a lot like me, then people probably think you're weird because randomly you just start talking about roller coasters and they look at you like, what the heck, dude? So if you are one of those people and you like this shirt, check out keepridingcoasters.com. I appreciate all the support, and I really hope that you consider giving this video a like. That is by far the best way that you can help support my channel, and I greatly do appreciate each one. Now, the next one is a rather sad one. It's more sad than bold prediction number one, and that is, I hate to say it, but Viper is going to be removed by 2030. There, I said it. Please do not dislike the video because of that. It's just this coaster, it's time. We've seen Cedar Fair do this with older rides in their current parks. Vortex at Kings Island is another aero mega looping coaster, and just like Viper, Vortex was massive, and Viper's been around since 1990. And this 188 foot tall aero coaster it's a great layout, and I first rode it in 97 and I really enjoyed it, and then I rode it back in 2020 and I did not really enjoy it very much. It is rather rough, so I honestly think that over the next 3 or 4 years we will see Viper get removed. And as sad as that's going to look as you're driving up to the park and you don't see Viper behind X2, I do have good news for you, and that is the replacement. And I really feel like now that, again, Cedar Fair Six Flags merged, we had all the rumors pointing to Knott's Berry Farm for the Giga Coaster. But now we know Magic Mountain has a little bit more room than Knott's Berry Farm does, as well as they can build larger rides here. Now, recently, you have all these new neighborhoods back here behind the park, so I do not know how pesky those neighbors are going to be, and they better not be. I mean, for crying out loud, y'all moved next to a theme park. Expect noise, expect screams. Quit your complaining and shut up about it. But I really feel like that this could be a mega coaster coming to Magic Mountain that would really make this park on par with Cedar Point in terms of overall coaster collection. We're talking a brand new record-breaking Giga coaster that runs down the left-hand side of the park here, as you see, really benefiting with the use of the terrain. And these Magic Mountain sits up on a hill, as you can kind of see right here. So the first drop is located right here. The lift hill height is around 335 feet. However, since the first drop is located right before you get to Revolution, you're up on the hill. So I would estimate the first drop being around 240, 250 feet. But then you go up in a second airtime hill that tops out at 275 feet tall. And from here, this is where the larger drop takes place, where the drop itself is going to be 330 feet tall, making it the world's tallest, longest, and fastest Giga coaster on Earth. Now, one really cool thing about this coaster is you still have a little bit room left over from where Viper once stood, for maybe some new flat rides or something else the park wants to add down the road. But you also utilize the front entrance area to really hype up the guests as they're walking in the park. See an X2 off to your left, and then the overbank turn from this massive B&M Giga right before your eyes. Now, with the rest of the layout, it's going to feature 2 overbank turns plus a bunch of airtime hills, low to the ground turns, low to the ground speed hills, because as this ride makes its way back over the hills aren't going to be as large because the train has to have enough momentum to go up and over this part of the layout over the hill that's located in the middle of Magic Mountain. But from there, as it goes over the Rapids ride, the train is going to start to get more and more momentum as you make your way back to the station area next to Apocalypse. And from here, you're going to feature a great little speed hill and the world's first ever outward banked overbank turn. Basically, you start off like you're going to overbank it, but then B&M takes on some RMC and makes it so the actual track flips to the other side, really lunging you out of your seats towards the opposite direction the track's actually going in, really making this a key element of the ride. Following that awesome element, the train's going to keep on curving to your left to a high-speed turn right into the final brake runs. Overall, I really do feel like Magic Mountain can easily get a Giga coaster now that we know that the merger has taken place and they have the room. And I would love to see something along this size and this location take place. I pulled the measurements of Fury, Orion, and Leviathan, and there's no real way a B&M Giga could fit in the current Viper plot of land using the station being there and only that area. And the area where the station, as you see right here, is just used for an outdoor haunted house. So this could easily be converted into a brand new midway area for the new ride, featuring the queue line, fast lane, the photo booth, as well as the gift shop. Magic Mountain could really benefit from having another staple coaster to its lineup, plus, most importantly, floater and some good ejector airtime. Now, speaking of Magic Mountain, in the video at the bottom of your screen, I share with you the top 10 tallest roller coasters that you're going to find at Magic Mountain. And I think you're going to be surprised on some of the ride's placements due to their heights. With that being said, what are your bold predictions for Magic Mountain? What do you think of mine? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.